Our next award is the Lynda J. Tipton Memorial Award for Social Justice. Lynda was an activist who demonstrated for civil rights, women's rights, and for peace. She shared the ideals of the Crossroads Fund, especially the recognition that issues are interconnected. We remember her and celebrate her life each year with this award. Crossroads Fund is proud to present the Lynda Tipton Award to organize Communities Against Deportations. Si se puede. From the early days of Immigrant Youth Justice League, which paved the way for young people to come out as being undocumented and to be leaders in the fight for their rights, to the current moment, members of OCAD continue to put their bodies, lives in harm's way to ensure that families stay together and communities transform their fears of deportation into action. This is done through Know Your Rights training to community members, direct action at detention centers, and organizing to stop harmful policies from getting implemented. OCAD demonstrates to us the importance of standing up for the most vulnerable, even when it's not popular. They were vocal, active in the mass deportations under the Obama administration. They continue to provide leadership to many organizations and individuals on resisting deportations in this current climate, and they have been instrumental in the fight to make all public spaces sanctuary spaces, not only for immigrants, but for all oppressed people: Black youth, transgender individuals, Muslims. OCAD understands that oppression hurts everyone, and thus works across neighborhoods, across sexual identities, across race, and across issues. We are inspired by your bold campaigns advocating and organizing for people who are publicly deemed indispensable. For this, we continue to salute you. Before we present the award to OCAD, let's watch a video about their work.
No fear. Good afternoon. We are here to ask President Obama what his legacy will be. Will he be the president that has deported the most people in U.S. history, or will he recognize our dignity and our right to organize? For that, we are risking arrest.
That was Rosie Carrasco in 2012. At that point, she'd lived in the United States for 18 years. Now it's been 20 years. She's originally from Mexico and came out as undocumented after her daughters did so first. She's one of the parents of the so-called dreamers who could potentially benefit from Obama's executive order.
We turn now to the story of a migrant justice activist who is suing the Department of Homeland Security for refusing to renew her DACA protection because of her activism. 29-year-old Ireri Unsueta Carrasco received deferred action for childhood arrival status in 2013. DACA is the Obama administration's program shielding some undocumented people brought to the United States as children from deportation if they meet certain conditions. Even though Unsueta Carrasco says she met those conditions, the Department of Homeland Security denied her DACA renewal because of her participation in acts of civil disobedience aimed at pressuring the Obama administration to halt its record deportations. Such protests helped propel President Obama to institute the DACA program in the first place.
For me, civil disobedience is an act of survival. It's something that we do to defend our communities, and it's important that we defend our right to continue expressing ourselves politically and be able to organize to defend our communities.
Enfrentando deportación, que han sido detenidos por la colaboración de ICE y la policía, haciendo redadas en las casas de las familias.
Gracias a Dios y a la comunidad organizada, yo pude salir.
¡Deportación! ¡Deportación! Para nosotros hay que desmantelar ICE, no hay que darle fondos a la policía, hay que invertir en nuestras comunidades. solo organizados vamos a poder mantener segura nuestra comunidad, y esta es una muestra de que estamos organizados, de que vamos a seguir luchando en contra de las deportaciones, no vamos a parar, vamos a seguir defendiendo a nuestra comunidad.
Deportation, not one more. 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 Deportation, not one more.
Se me hace más fácil así. Buenas noches a todos. Mi nombre es Berenice Alonzo.
Good night, everyone. My name is Berenice Alonzo.
Yo y mi esposo Jose Juan y mis hijos somos miembros de OCAD ya casi por un año.
My husband, Jose Juan, my children, and I are members of OCAD and have been for almost a year.
Nos convertimos en miembros cuando nos ayudaron a que mi esposo buscara santuario en la iglesia. Gracias a su ayuda, seguimos juntos.
We became members when OCAD helped my husband find sanctuary in a church.
Desde entonces hemos podido ayudar a muchas otras personas en deportación a luchar por su caso. Hemos organizado contra las redadas, hemos demandado inmigración cuando causan violencia, hemos presentado cuando quieren deportar a nuestras familias.
Thank you to OCAD's help, my family remains together. Since then, we have been able to help many other families who are fighting deportation. We have organized against raids. We have organized against the violence of ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement, and we have protested whenever they want to deport our families.
Ahora estamos luchando junto con otras organizaciones para que Chicago se vuelva una verdadera ciudad santuario, que no deporte más, no criminalice, que no dependa de la policía, porque todos somos indocumentados, afroamericanos, gay o transgéneros, merecemos santuario en nuestra ciudad.
Now we are fighting with other organizations in Chicago who are fighting to make the city a true sanctuary, a city that doesn't deport, that doesn't criminalize, that does not depend on the police. Because all of us, whether we're undocumented, black, gay, transgender, we all deserve a sanctuary in our city.
Gracias a Crossroads por el apoyo hoy y siempre.
Thank you to Crossroads for all of the support today and always. Thank you.
Yo personalmente quiero darle las gracias a OCAD, que es una excelente organización. Me encanta convivir con ellos, estar en sus asambleas, y pues yo les tengo un infinito agradecimiento a todos ellos. Son parte de mi familia ahora.
And that was just a shout out to the folks on the stage, the organization, for all of the support that they've given and the family that we've become in the process. And because we don't stop, we want to invite you all while we're up here to an April 4th community citywide teach-in. On behalf of OCAD, the Movement for Black Lives Matter in Chicago, and many different other organizations and groups, it's going to be a citywide teach-in to build the resistance, to build the organizing across our different and respective communities for the fights that we all need to be pushing forward now. Thank you. April 4th, it's going to be from 6 to 8 at the CTU Auditorium, which is 1901 West Carroll.
Just please join the resistance this April 4th. We are working together with Black Lives, the Movement for Black Lives, and we are working together to make sure that this country, this city, is safe for all of us. Join us this April 4th. Thank you very much.
Please give it up for OCAD.